Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing one of my favorite videos that I do every month. It is going to be my low buy check-in. So I am back on my low buy as of this year. I just really want to be more mindful about what I'm bringing into my collection. My low buy is not about never treating myself or never buying anything or anything like that. It's more just about like actually thinking about what I'm going to bring into the collection. Like, does this fill a need? Does it bring me extreme joy? Is it something really unique to my collection, or am I just buying it to buy it? So I'm trying to be very cognizant about it, but what I do in these videos each month, I am going to tell you everything that I purchase throughout the month, and this is usually skincare, hair care, and also some makeup, obviously, and then sometimes clothing or things like that. I'm going to talk about everything I received in PR. I'm going to talk about things that I wanted to buy but didn't. Now, that doesn't mean I'm never going to buy those things in the future. It just means that it did go on my wish list, but I did not purchase it yet. I'm going to tell you old products that I've been absolutely loving, anything that I got rid of, and then just in general, other things bringing me joy. That last category usually has nothing to do with makeup, just things in my life that are bringing me joy. So we are going to start with what I bought. And I feel like the last few months, I have not purchased like anything, or if I have, it's only been like a few things. So this month I did buy two things. It's only two, but I do want to talk about them. The first thing that I bought, and I'm going to be doing a more kind of, when I say in-depth review on this, I don't mean like a full YouTube video. I do mean like keep an eye on my Instagram reels because I will talk about it there. This is the Nature Well Cheeky Cream, and this was meant to be a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Now, I am not a big fan personally of dupe products. Like, I don't like the idea of somebody, some like organization, some company rather, putting work into researching and developing a product only for another company to run in and be like, hey, we're going to do the same exact thing, but I'm going to make it cheaper. But this is one that I wanted to give a try, especially because Boom Boom Cream is something I go through very quickly. It's not like an eyeshadow palette where you will likely never go through an entire eyeshadow palette, every single color. This is something that I go through regularly, and I want to say the full-size Boom Boom Cream is about $40. This on Prime Day was $7. $7. So this one does have a flip lid with like a little spoon inside, and you can see the cream there. I do like it. It does have a similar smell. It's not the same. The consistency is definitely not the same. I'm not saying it's better or worse. Again, keep your eye on my Instagram because I do want to do a more in-depth talk about this. I have been using it though regularly because I do want to make like a fair opinion. So far, I definitely don't hate it by any means. And for $7, like if you are somebody who's extremely on a budget and $40 for a lotion is not in your budget, this one would be. I want to say it's normally priced at about $10 on Amazon. Of course, I will link it down below if you want to try it, but yeah, that's one thing I purchased. And the other thing that I purchased is something that I actually haven't purchased in a very long time. I'm very proud of myself because I've become a lot more selective with this. So my low buy is also kind of extending to clothing. Like, I am constantly wanting to refresh my whole wardrobe. Like, literally take all of my clothing, put it on the front lawn, set it on fire, and start from scratch. Tell me I'm not alone in this. But in lieu of that, I've been slowly adding pieces to my collection very little by little that really bring me joy, and this is one of them. So something that I always feel confident in and badass is a good vintage t-shirt. And I have several shirts that have been on my like bucket list for a very long time, and I finally did grab one of them. So this is an authentic, I believe it's 1985 vintage Twisted Sister shirt. Says "Come Out and Play" at the bottom, which is one of their songs. I am so happy I got this. I really do like Twisted Sister. It's very soft. It is single stitch, which basically means if you're new to like the vintage world or whatever, if you were to look at your t-shirt seam here and also on the bottom, you will see one row of stitches on a lot of vintage t-shirts, anything like prior to maybe 91, 92. And that just means that it's actually vintage. If it's double stitch, it could be vintage still, but actually I think 92 is considered to be vintage. Basically, though, I'm looking for single stitch 1980s hair metal band t-shirts. So this one definitely is one that's been on my list for such a long time, and I'm so happy I got this. And to be fair with pricing, I will let you know, I paid $80 for this shirt. I paid $80 for a t-shirt from 1985, but it is soft as hell. It fits me perfectly. And this is one that I literally have had on my wish list for years, so I'm happy about it. Now let's talk about what I received in PR. So last month, I mentioned that I was maybe trying to switch things up a little bit, because every month prior to that, what I would do is I would tell you the PR I got, and I would tell you the value of the PR, like the total value of everything I received in PR that month. But last month, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that anymore. And I asked your opinions. Do you want to know the value of the PR received? The reason that I was doing that prior is to let you know that, yes, I am on a low buy, but I don't feel like it's fair to say I didn't bring anything into my collection when I'm receiving PR, especially if it might be like a lot of PR, because that is a lot of money. So I don't ever want to tell you like you need all this stuff when I myself would not spend, an X amount of dollars in a month. So last month, I did not tell you the value of PR, and a bunch of you said that you still wanted to hear it. So I am going to tell you, and I'm also going to explain why I didn't tell you last month and why I am telling you this month. But let's get into what I received. First is this company that I was not familiar with, but they reached out to me, called Peach Slices. So they have these nose pore patches and acne spot dots. I love this kind of thing. I love it. I love it. When they're used on a whitehead, you leave them on overnight, you take it off in the morning, and it definitely helps. It helps to reduce the pimple time is what I always say. Like there are times where I will have a pimple and I'll just be picking at it and it lasts weeks. This makes it go away in just a few days. So it doesn't get rid of it completely. You're not going to wake up, the pimple is going to be gone, but I really enjoy these. They are certified as cruelty-free by Leaping Bunny, by the way. This one I haven't tried yet, but I am so curious. Okay, so I thought this was a nose patch, sort of like the Biore nose patches. You put it on, you leave it on for 10 minutes, you take it off and you see all the gunk. This one you leave on overnight. So you fully leave it on overnight. I want to say that it might be clear. I don't want to open it just yet, even though it does have a Ziploc here. But I think that these are clear, but they absorb oil, gunk, and impurities from the pores. And 100% said nose looked and felt smoother after just one use. 94% said pores looked tighter, cleaner, smaller after just 2 uses. So I am very curious about this. Very curious. I will report back, but thank you so much, Peach Slices, for sending these to me. Also, these are very affordable. So for all 3 of these, I think the value was $20, which I think is great, because sometimes pimple patches now, they can be pricey. The next thing I received, which I am so freaking excited to try, I don't know if these are new. I can't quite tell, but Koki has serums and skincare that they have just come out with. I'm sorry, I keep saying just came out with. I don't know if these are new, but they are definitely new to me. And they sent me 5 different serums to try. I am so excited. So we have, what's cool, so you have a retinol 2%, and I feel like 2% is kind of average possibly, but they also have a retinol 0.5%. So if you're looking for something a little less hardcore, I think that's a great option. There's also a hyaluronic acid. You all know I love my hyaluronic acids. There is a vitamin C serum and a rose hip oil. So I am really excited to try these because, again, these are more affordable. These are, I want to say, for the most part, $18 each, somewhere around there. A little bit less, actually. No, they're much less, because the total for all 5 was $65. So they are very reasonably priced, like similar to The Ordinary. So if these work, I'm going to say it from the freaking rooftops. I have not tried them yet, but I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Koki. Also, it's so funny. I definitely have people tease me about this, but I've mentioned this in videos before. Every time a brand sends me something, I save the postcard, especially if it is, I'll show you this thing next, if it's like a handwritten note, because that just, I don't know, it means so much to me. I'm still somebody who's surprised every single time I get PR, so I save all of those as mementos. So anyway, let's move on to that next thing I'll show you, because I did get a handwritten note. This is from Undefined Beauty Company. I have only just found out about these guys recently on one of the Creators and Friends trips. I believe it was Charleston. And I've really been enjoying their stuff. They have a serum that's really nice, and this is new to me. So this is the R&R Repair Mist. They say this is your skin barrier BFF supercharged with pure hyaluronic acid. This mist is a versatile skin barrier boosting spray to calm inflammation, soothe irritation, improve skin texture, and increase hydration to promote balanced, healthier looking skin. They say that this is great during air travel, post-sun, post-workout, and post-procedure. So you're supposed to mist it onto clean skin and let it dry. I have not used it yet. Let's see what the mist looks like though. I'm a little worried because it's like one of those pumps which sometimes can attack you in the face. I'm going to shake. Oh, that's actually really nice. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it's like a fine mist, and the mist is kind of like hanging out in the air. So I don't think this would leave like water droplets on your face, but they are not suggesting to use this as like a makeup finishing spray, to be fair. I don't smell anything. Yeah, it doesn't smell like alcohol. It doesn't smell like anything, which I appreciate sometimes with skincare. I don't mind scented skincare, but I know that it irritates a lot of people's skin. That retails for $18. And then finally, I did get this one package that just floored me. It is from Kaleidos. I think they pitched this as kind of like a summer refresh kit. And it's just, guys, it's just a box full of some of their bangers. Like, so many of these products are ones that I use so often, and they just kind of gave a refresh. So it's, you know, several of their highlighters and several of their matte blushes and the lip mask, which is amazing. This is the Blue Agave one. Is that what it's called? Right? Yeah, the Blue Agave lip mask. Absolutely love that. Futurism palette, the Escape Pod, the Melt-On eyeliners, which are my favorite pencil liners that I own, like for color. I'm so blown away by this. And there is something in here that they sent and I needed a backup real bad, but we're going to talk about that later this video. So the total value of PR that I received this month was $431.20. And I am so thankful for that, because if I'm being honest, would I ever spend $431.20 in a month on makeup? Right now in my life, no. Do I know people who do that? Absolutely. And I don't judge them for it. But in my life right now, I don't want to be spending $400+ on makeup and skincare. I am so incredibly thankful to have this, but I just always want to be honest with you all. Now, the reason I think that I did not mention last month, now, first of all, I did want to try out, like I said, I wanted to see if you guys even care about the value of PR. But the reason I think I didn't mention it last month is because maybe I was a little, I don't want to say embarrassed, but last month, in the month of June, I think I received close to $3,000 worth of PR. I would never suggest to literally anyone spending $3,000 in a month on makeup, skincare, hair care, ever. Ever. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are like some goddess, superstar, rich person. $3,000 a month on beauty products just seems insane to me. So I think I was a little embarrassed by it. I was so flattered and so thankful that any brands wanted to send this to me. But I also don't ever want to seem like I'm telling you guys, again, that you need to spend any amount of money on makeup, skincare, hair care. I just am here to spread my absolute love of beauty and like how happy it makes me. And I want to give you guys information, of course, but I don't ever want you to feel like you have to buy things. So anyway, I'm going to get off my high horse there and we are going to move on. I want to talk about items I wanted to buy but didn't. And I'll be honest, there's only 2 items on there. Neither of them are makeup, skincare, hair care related, and I am likely purchasing both. I don't have either of these items yet, so I'm going to put pictures of them up here. But the first is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. It is a little itty bitty video camera. And to be honest, I have 3 trips planned in the fall season, 3 already. And I know I have much more coming in the next like handful of months. So I really want to get a better vlogging camera. And this one is so small and compact, and the quality is amazing. I haven't purchased it yet because it's not cheap. It's like $600+ if you want to get like the full kit. But I'm leaning more towards it. I've been doing my hardcore research on it, so I think that's going to be purchased soon. But the other thing I wanted to buy but haven't yet is a little free library. I don't know if you guys have these in your town. I'm sure a lot of you do, but it is just like outside of somebody's house, and it looks like you know, just a little wooden house, maybe on a pole, and you open it up and there are free books inside, and you can trade your books or you can just take from them. You can donate your books to it, but it's literally just like a free book swap that you put in your front yard. card, and I've really wanted one forever, and we're finally going to do it. We are going to be doing it. I just don't know when. I'm very excited to like decorate it and also like go book shopping for it, because I'll look at places like Goodwill or things like that and stock it up. And I'm going to be very particular about what books go in there, because I feel like there are some that you can tell they're just like crappy discarded books. I want mine to be a good little free library, okay? I want you to go, I can't believe this is in there for free. That's my goal. Now, older products that I have been loving, I have 3 products to talk about. The first one is a Kaleidos product, okay? I was just talking about it. They gave me a backup of it. This is their do they call it lip elixir? I think they call it glossy lip glaze, excuse me. So it's a gloss, and this shade is Skinny Dip, and it is a beautiful, like bronzy, not bronzy, but like brown nude. I don't have any on yet. Look at that shine. Look how much that amped up the look. I am obsessed with this shade in particular. I don't know if you can even tell, like I've got a significant dent in here. Like it's going to be gone. I am so happy there's a backup of this specific shade. They sent me 3 of the lip glosses, and this was one of them. I was like, thank God. I feel like this is a very moisturizing formula too. Like these are some of my favorite glosses that I have. Look at that. This color is so perfect to me. It is so perfect. The next thing is the Surat Noir Lash Tint. So this is a very interesting product. First of all, do you see how small this tube is compared to maybe other mascaras that you have? The wand is even smaller. I'm sorry to be doing the YouTuber thing with the hand, but do you see how this is just a metal wand that almost looks like a spring? I have to admit, at first when I saw this, I was so worried my lashes would get caught in it, and they do not. But what this does, not only does this hold a curl better than almost anything in my collection, but it tints your lashes so dark, it looks so natural, and it literally lasts, when I say all day, I mean that when I take this off at night, it looks exactly the same as it did the minute I put it on. So this could probably last a few days, but mascara is one thing you should never, ever, ever sleep in. Don't sleep in your makeup. Don't sleep in your makeup, but don't sleep in mascara. But I really like this. This is a very unique product to my collection. I can't believe like the curl that it holds, because my lashes, while they're not like straight out, they also don't, like if they curl, they go right back down. This holds it all freaking day. I really, really love this. If you have lashes that are stubborn with holding a curl, I really recommend this. If you have blonde lashes, whew, I feel like this would be ace. And finally, I want to talk about this. I know I've talked about this before, but it's been a minute. The Sereni Overnight Overhaul. So Sereni, I think I might have talked about the eye patches in the last video. This is Chloe Morello's brand. All I know is that when I put this on at night, first of all, it's so interesting because it does have, I'll see if I can show you on my finger. It does have a tiny bit of a tint to it. Like you can see the color there, right? But I put this on at night after doing all of my skincare. This will be the last step I do. When I wake up in the morning, every single time I use this, my skin looks smoother and it looks brighter and it looks healthier, okay? This soaks in, and I'm talking literally like 8 hours of sleeping, I wake up and I look glorious. So I really, really enjoy this. I wanna say that this is a little pricier too, like $45, but they always have sales. So I always try to post on my stories when they have sales, but I think this is worth full price. Hands down. I will be repurchasing. I can't tell how much I have left. I wish I could. Maybe, can I open this? No, I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it because I will be really sad. But I feel like I have maybe like this much left, like a third. I'm going to be real sad when it runs out, and I will immediately repurchase. What I got rid of? A lot. I got rid of a lot. So take a look. I will link it right up here, but I recently did a video showing all of my empties. And nowadays in my empties, I also get rid of products that aren't bringing me joy, that aren't working. It's not quite a declutter so much as like, I just need this thing out of my life right now. But yeah, there was a bunch of stuff I got rid of. I was so happy to be able to like actually get it out of the house. So that made me happy. But yeah, I got rid of a bunch. And finally, as far as other things bringing me joy, I have a project again, you guys. Like, I feel like I thrive when I have a project. I decided, so I don't know if you guys are the same, and I'm going to talk about this a lot in my monthly vlog and show you, all the before and afters. But when it came to decorating our house, so we moved in this house in January of 2023. When it came to decorating, we focused so much attention on the living room that people would see, the kitchen that people would see, the bathroom that everyone's going to wind up using, the living room downstairs. We don't know what to call it. It might be a family room, but the room downstairs. And then when it came to our bedroom, the area that we are really the only ones who see, we didn't do anything. The walls were like white gray. We threw a carpet down and we had a comforter on the bed, but there was nothing in the room. And we have completely redesigned, redecorated every spot in the room. We've done paint, we've gotten curtains, we've gotten nightstands, we've gotten lamps, like everything, which means it's been an expensive month in that region. It's been an expensive month, but nonetheless, like it's made me happy just having a project to work towards and a design project. I do have a friend who is an interior decorator by trade. That is her job. And she came over and gave us some ideas. I did pay her, of course, to do such a thing, but she gave us a mood board and we went off of that. And it's just been fun working on that because this month or this summer has been a little hard on me mentally. I've been so busy through work that I feel like I haven't had time to devote to like creative energy as much. So this just made me really happy that I could do that. But anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love doing these videos. I love keeping myself in check each month, and I hope you enjoy it too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Take 1 second and click that thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.